This is take, I guess, 8, so it says. Uh, this is Dream Distillery, aka Colin, aka Damoeba, aka... That's about it, really. Actually, I don't really have any other names than that. That's quite enough as it is, I'd say. Today we're just getting right into it. It is a lot of things. But you know, I'm a storied man. What can I say? And here we go. So for those of you who weren't here last time, we did a very good run for like 95% of it. Actually, a really good run. And then we got, we really just threw for like the last... Basically, as soon as we hit Impact Crater, it was over. So we are going to aim to, you know, like, have the actual Metroid Prime fight itself be profitable endeavor, I would say. Time. Oh, you mean like all of this whole tutorial? I think it's kind of annoying. I've never been a big fan of this section. I mean, like, this to me just plays very like standard shooter, which is like, you know, I don't think Metroid's like a bad shooter or anything. It's just I don't like that kind of game as much. The linear shooters. I always forget this room exists. Right, yeah. My understanding is in most games, not all, but like in general, in speedrunning, it's basically the and yeah, I don't know what the rules are for Stardew because to some extent it is different from game to game, but in general, I think it's basically like from the moment you do the title, you like start the file to the last input. So I always thought it was weird that like they never timed the credits, but then it was like, okay, that makes sense actually. Okay, come on. Come on, let me through. I'm in a hurry. Oh, get out of my way, bro. The health management in the beginning is kind of hard because you really just have to damage boost through so much. I kind of have to take safety strats, which aren't like super slow or anything. It's just you lose just a tiny bit of time. I will restart if I die at the beginning, or even if I like lose the even if I lose, like, at the infinite bubble jump. If I lose any after that, that might be it. I'm kind of just in it for a short stream today. Just feeling like playing my Metroid. You know, I like this game a lot. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna die here. Well, maybe. Saved one. Saved one missile. We're on one, baby. Let's go. Let's get this super fast. Let's get green splits from the start, and only greener everyone past that. This Flagra split, this one's going to be hard to top, but I think I can do it. Or was it Flagra or the Sheik? I know last time I did a pretty good run, and I was still like 45 seconds behind by the time I hit, I think, the Sheik off, and it was like, really? Because I thought I was doing good. Think about a speed run. You got to go fast the whole time. You can't slow down. The faster, the better. And sometimes it's really hard to go that fast. Okay, that was terrible. utterly failing to. I love that for you, Blood Rose. What are you knitting today, may I ask? I'm like rusty, because I can't remember when I need to be in Morphball and when I don't. Like I said, this part of the game is just forgettable to me. Even though it's the one I've played the most by nature of being, like, the very beginning of the game. A hood! That's so cool. You can do it. I think this is actually... I probably should get more ball for that. I should totally be wearing my, my witch, that's what I should be doing. I should be wearing my cloak. I don't think I have a matching hat, though. My lovely wife has knitted me one. Like, knitted me more than one, even. I think I just always lose them, and I feel terrible. I don't want to ask for another one because I don't take proper care of them. And that's really just not fair to anybody, you know? I have to kill the turret because I don't have enough health to risk getting hit by it. And it's only like 2 or 3 seconds. I'm not at a high enough level that I care that much about 2 or 3 seconds for stuff like that. And I probably never will be. Mainly, my goal... I would love that. Mainly, my goal is just getting... hitting that low-hanging fruit, you know? I know I can get faster than I am right now. You can dive to that lightning, which is crazy. Can you imagine? That would suck on a run. Or even, like, if you're a beginner and you're just, like, bad at shooters, which... I remember playing this game as a kid and not being, like, that good. I think the craziest thing to me is, like... Okay, this game is very much, like... Graphically, it has aged pretty well, I would say, compared to most games from this era. But it is still, like... It is still a game from this era, right? And I remember thinking, like, what's even the point of, like, the Xbox 360 and the PS3? Like, games already look as good as they need to. And it's like, then you go back and you see, like, these muddy textures on the wall, and it's like... Oh, wow, 6 seconds. I'll take it. Is that a gold split? I'll take that. I'm very happy with that. It's crazy, because I did not feel like I did that good in that area. Wait, I didn't mean to... No, it's fine. I wouldn't worry too much about it, Rose. I know you didn't mean anything by it. If Nightbot's mean to you, then I'll figure something out. Although I might have to stop and wait, because, you know, I won't have time to fiddle with the stream settings since I'm on a run. I always miss that platform just a tiny bit. It's a hard stand dash to do. It's really hard to do it in these like tight areas. And it's crazy that there's only 13 minutes. This is... So, for reference, if you're playing this game normally, this section that I'm doing, like... That I'm skipping, like, around like crazy, is like a hour, maybe 2 even? Probably an hour. Hour and a half of content that I'm doing in like 10 minutes. God, where is it? I never can read it. But we skip the whole area that you normally get the missiles from. And then we skip a boss, a mini-boss. Okay, well that's not as fast as I would have liked, but you know. Normally you have to fight these guys, and then you get like a... And you have to fight like a big one. And that takes a couple of minutes, and then you gotta go... You gotta climb through the main plaza, much slower than what I do here. But why do that when you could just go a derp? And then, of course, basically every bit of traversal that you do through here is, like, a lot faster because you have space jump. Oh, shit. That's actually kind of a problem. Missiles are really tight in the very beginning. Well, not that type. You can only afford to miss one until you get your second missile upgrade. And then they're still kind of tight for a little bit. Oh, alright. Good lord, this is getting silly. Alright, let's go. Doing okay so far. Not like a perfect run, but like, you know, no major mistakes so far. Just gotta get bombs and fight the boss, which takes forever. I don't know, the problem I have with the bosses in this game is just that they take so long. Like... Alright. Oh shit, okay. I've landed in the acid so many times in this attempt so far. It's kinda crazy. Okay, no. Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. I know this game. This game is like an old friend, you know? Like, it's very familiar. I know this game, but I don't know all of its... I'm like a bad friend. I know a lot about it, but I don't know some of the inner workings. Maybe I'm not a bad friend. It would just be weird if you knew that much, you know? I mean, you have to be a little bit weird about a game to be able to speedrun it. That game has to be your tism to be any good at speedrunning. And I'm like pretty good at speedrunning this game. But apparently there's like 140, 150 people who are even better at it than I am. So. I don't know. My absolute dream scenario is basically to be top 100, because I really don't foresee being, you know, top 20. That's insane. Like, some of these guys, they be beating this game in less than half the time it takes me. Would you ever speedrun Stardew Valley, Rose? Or is that too much for you? I know you've gotten very into the a lot of the stuff that you didn't think you would really ever do all that well. Like fishing and stuff. Can you lock on, please? 150 is a good number. Like, I'm pretty happy with where I am. Overall. I don't know, it's just top 100 just sounds nice, you know? Oh, come on. Okay, thought I was about to miss a cycle on him. That would have been rough. That would have been absolutely brutal. Boat percent! I think boat percent is cool. It's like... Stardew is just so good at providing these, like... There's a reason it's like the gold standard of cozy games, right? Like, I think it's so cool, like, oh, all you gotta do is it's just community center plus 3 things. But those 3 things are all, like, they really require you to get to a whole nother level beyond where you were. You know, you probably weren't getting Iridium, or at least very little of it, before that. Like, before you did the community center. I just really don't want to have to heal before the boss. I'm gonna be honest. I'll be happy as long as I'm not red on Flagra. Or even if I'm only like 20 seconds behind, because I always do that. Right, it's only 3 extra things, but those 3 extra things, right? And the easiest of those 3 extra things is hardwood. And hardwood is like, it's not at all hard to get a little bit of hardwood, but I feel like it's always hard to get, like, much hardwood. Like Iridium, getting, like, even a little bit of Iridium feels like a lot. But, like, hardwood... It's like, oh, that's not much. And then it's like, oh, 100 hardwood. That's going to take me like a week and a half, at least. I don't know why you always unmorph that way. It has something to do with, like, unmorphing facing the nearest door. I think that's kind of dumb that it does that. Oh, wow, I didn't expect that to actually work. Normally, it really doesn't like to activate that runic symbol. Shit. This jump's always just a little bit hard, because these guys get in the way. Oh, shit, okay. That was a big... Oh, no, God. Oh, I'm actually getting stun locked. Oh, my God. Alright, we're not getting green on flag. Because I have to do the whole boss fight, like, the slow and safe way, because I'm gonna die. Well, actually, no, I might be able to get some help for that, but Jesus, man. All of this could be avoided if I just... Yeah. I can say from my experience on this, that, 2 hours is just long enough that it kind of starts to feel a little tedious sometimes. 3 hours minimum for that would be kind of annoying, I think. Because I've been, what, like 2:15 in most runs? Okay. I hate that thing, man. It's so annoying. Yeah, I do have to... Alright, I am going to have to do the slow route. Because I don't have, like, the safety. It wouldn't let me lock on. Oh god, yeah, there's no way. I'm gonna be behind by a lot. I'm kind of tilted about that. The Arboretum, like, I missed one jump, and then I fell, and then, like, 50 things were, like, holding me back, keeping me from advancing. Genuinely no idea what I was on in my PB for this, like, for this section of the game. Because it's like, you're telling me I did all that. You're telling me I did all of that. I'm not gonna run it. I'm not gonna be, like, terrible here. And I'm not terrible, I'm just gonna be, like, a minute behind-ish. I don't know, the reason this boss fight's so frustrating to me is because it takes, like, a minute-ish. But, like, there's, like, 3 minutes of cutscenes. You spend, like, twice as long watching the panels flip back as you do actually fighting the boss. Okay, shit. And also, sometimes he just, like, doesn't really get hit. Sometimes he just doesn't really, like, take a hit from the, missile, and he ends up flipping the panels back. Okay, so I'm hitting time as I hit the 3rd out of the 4th hit on him, so let's count how long it takes to do one cycle on this guy. Because I guarantee you it'll be like 15, maybe 20 seconds of actual gameplay. But it's already been, like, 20 seconds of cutscene. I don't think either of those hit him. Alright. Yeah, that was 40 seconds? Okay, it wasn't like that. That was just... I lost 47 seconds on that one. That's okay. The very next section... As soon as we hit the bomb jump, the next section, I was, like, crazy slow in my PB. But also, like, it's easy to be crazy slow, though. There. There's plenty of room for improvement, and even if I don't PB here, if I can get, like, under, like, 203 even, I'll be pretty happy with that. I wish you could skip this cutscene. There are so many cutscenes that I wish you could skip. You could just, like... I feel like in real time, if I just had, like, I don't know, if I got the randomizer mod, didn't randomize it, and just went with, like, the quality of life, like, cutscene skip stuff, you'd save, like, at least 5 or 6 minutes, I feel like. It's, like, really not that big of a deal. It just feels like a big deal, because, like, you're high-level gaming. You're playing this section of the game so many times, over and over, as you're grinding out runs, you know? Okay, hardest part, but I've got this, I've practiced it a lot. I did not practice it today, though. Oh, come on, really? Hey, let's go! Easy points. I am the best speedrunner alive, or something like that. Now I just gotta take out these guys. These big nerds. Sometimes they like to hide and get up there and get you. These enemies are not all that dangerous. They're just really annoying because until you get the X-ray visor, they're invisible except when they want you to not be. So, I don't know. They're not like that bad. They're just speedrun annoying, you know? But like, I guess even before I was speedrunning this game, I always knew it really well. So it was like, I could always do it quick. These guys just slowed me down. Oh my god. This guy's actually being like a threat. Like ambushing me. He like glitched out in a good way though, where he was just being weak. Being vulnerable. Oh shit, hold on. I'm up here. Maybe I got up here prematurely. Okay, thank god. We're here. We're here. We did it. We did it. I think this was still faster than we did it last time, so... I'll take it. So I think we picked up like a sliver of time off of that compared to the previous, the PB. I do. I'm confident, you know, like... So last run was, like, really good. There were, like, 4 rooms where I lost, like, collectively, like, 10 minutes on, basically. And everything else was, like, incredible. So basically, if I just need the run to go pretty well and to not, like, really botch it in a couple of sections, and I can PB. I really, like, sub 2, I think... is the best I can do without, like, without grinding, like, really hard. Like, 156 or 157, I think, is probably about as good as I'm gonna get without, like, route changes. Or, like, at the very least, like, some... Okay, come on, guys. That was not very nice at all. Let's go. Let's go. I'm hyped for this run. That stuff's being a little bit mean to me, like the enemies and stuff. It's not getting me down too bad. It's just like little things that are making me... You know, like, oh, that dude snapped out to hit me in mid-jump, so I wouldn't get any distance off of it. Hey, let's go. That was clean as can be. I feel like someday I would have to stop getting, like, this E-Tank, but I would have to be a lot better at the game because you kind of have to, like, you kind of have to be able to... You have to be able to get those E-Tanks that are only like a few seconds out of the way, so you can play like a lot riskier. If you can't play risky like that, then like a lot of places you got to take the safety strats that might be slower. Like normally when I fought Flagra, I would have done that stupid like bomb clip where you just like lay a bomb outside of the slot and it hits it anyway. come on, really? One thing I've really got to work on in this game is, like, my boost ability. I'm really bad at it. And that jump is only actually saves time if you get it in the first, like, 3 attempts. But I did alright. And I actually just straight up don't really know the speed strats in this room. I've, like, watched a video on them, I've never done them myself. I like to kill those guys because they really get in the way on the way back. I think we're on pace to claw back a smidge of time on this split, and maybe even end up even before long if we do well. Probably not quite even on this split, but maybe the next one. Alright, well, it's not like that one ever saves me anytime anyway. Okay, let's go. I believe too, Rose. And I very much appreciate your support. Just gotta not make silly mistakes, which is sometimes not that easy to do, you know? We live for the silly mistakes. Hello, Fairy. I'm so happy to see you. We're on... Don't be fooled. We're on a good run. Don't be fooled by the 40-second time loss. I was just actually divine on that split last time, apparently. Oh, shit. We will not be using the boost ball in this area this time. Because we learned some valuable lessons about hubris. Oh, shit. It is. And I'm still, like, new enough and used to getting... enough used to getting PBs, like, regularly, that I am not, like... I have not developed that muscle of, like... No, even though it's not PB, like, you should still do it. Okay. Good room. Thank you! Nice to see you, Ball Nocturno. Is that the correct pronunciation? So far, this has been a good run. The last couple of attempts, I've gotten, like... I've done, like, pretty good, and then ended up, like, a minute behind when I beat Flagra, and I'm just like, what was I on in that run? Because I feel like I did not waste 40 seconds. Why are they... This guy is, like, not supposed to track me like this. Hold on. I've never seen him, like, track me like that. Normally, they're really easy to strafe around. Okay. 45 seconds. Nocturne, do you come from the Prime Discord? The Prime Speedrun Discord by chance? Hello? Okay. We're basically even on time. Hello? Hello? Sir, thank you. Oh, I don't know if I'm not actually, like, that familiar with the scene myself, to be honest. Yeah, we're on a good run today, I think. All I have to do to not throw it right now is remember which direction this goes. Yeah, we're just barely back in the green, but I'll take that. Uh, my PB, I did really good up until I think it was I mainly threw in I wasted like a lot of time at the end. And that what's it called? Phase Encore at Impact. The big room in Impact Crater. I got like the hard skip and then I failed the platforming and then I just had to climb the room like 3 times. And then point being I lost like a lot of time at the very end. So if I'm like a minute or so behind my PB by the time I get to Ridley, like then I could very well PB today. It's good. I'm having a good time. I'm so happy to have people here. It's just nice to have like a little bit of a dynamic, you know? This game is just crazy to me. Like, to me, it's funny to me, this route, just because, like, basically you can skip, like, so much with just scan dashes and, like, the occasional, like, being able to climb on something that you weren't supposed to be able to climb on. But then once in a while you hit a point where it's like, the run should be over, or not run, but, like, you shouldn't be able to skip something. But, then there's some shit like the infinite speed glitch here that allows you to skip, like, way more. Crap. Okay. Camera got really wacky there. My previous run, I actually got here, and I got greedy, and I used the boost ball, even though they say not to use the boost ball, because, I'd never had any... I've only occasionally had problems with this thing, and then, I boosted, and the game just froze. So that was just the end of the run, right here. That was a little sad. So, I've learned to be a little bit more cautious with that kind of thing. It feels like you go faster in infinite speed. I don't think you do. It just feels that way. Just the trick of the color, you know? I'm like almost... I'm trying to remember... Okay, the route. This is the part of the routing that's, like, easy as can be. Like, the game forces you, even if you're playing it, like, super, like, even if you're skipping everything, there's only one direction you can go, and this is kind of when the game opens up a little bit. So sometimes I have to, like, remind myself of, what direction we're going. I do that sometimes. I'm always, like, hitting start to pause, or to skip cutscenes. Sometimes I do it while I still have control. Come on, let me through. Let's go. That was a little itchy. That part always scares me. I actually just hate the like, force damage there. It just makes me feel really uncomfortable. I actually don't know. For someone who likes this game as much as I do, I actually don't know that much about the speedrunning history of it. Because it really feels like most of the tricks, aside from, like, the super high-level stuff, has been around since, like, the 2000s, or, like, the early 2000s. Like, I know, like I said, scan dashing, infinite speed. I come from Metroid 2002. That's where I got it. My intro to, like, The tricks was my man Big Dip on a bus in 2009 or something, doing the 23% run. And I tried to do a 23% run, and the trick that got me, I never finished it. I got pretty far into the game, but the part that I could never do was the spider ball skip in Phazon Mines, like on the way to the Omega Pirate. I can't remember the name of the room where you fight where the Metroids come out and like kill all the pirates. Dude, low percent to me, I know that the lowest percent is 21%, and like the lowest like reasonable percent is 22, but I can't do anything less than 23. I've still never done a 23% run, but I'm pretty confident that I could now. And if that's something people would be interested in, I would be down to give it a try on this channel. But this isn't really this isn't like this is actually a game dev. It's supposed to be a game dev stream, but this is like my fixation that I decided I wanted to be into because I really like this game a lot. Until I'm satisfied with with my record here. Oh shit, that's not great. Not doing good here. Yeah, 23%. Like I can't do the bomb jumps that you need to do to skip the boost ball. What can I scan? There's like a lot of stuff I can scan here. And honestly, I feel like the Omega Pirate would give me a lot of trouble without any energy tanks. That's normally what I do. I did my game dev today, off stream. Yeah. Yeah, stick around, Nocturne, and I'll show you the game we're working on. It's actually very cool. It's very different from this. It's a cozy game called Magic Bookstore about a witch running a bookstore in a magical town that she inherited from her grandma. And it's going really well. Yeah, I like to do... Normally I do, like, devlogs. I use, like, the Pomodoro method of, like, 25 minutes on, 5 minutes off. I do an hour and a half-ish. And then it's like, alright, let's do a speed run, just because this is my top 3 game of mine. I feel like my boosting is, like, on point today. I'm normally not big at boosting. And now, infinite speed number 2. I don't think that's the right thing. Let's see. Let's give it like 20 seconds. Actually, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Okay, no. That's usually a good sign. I think so. Like, I was talking earlier about how, like, I used to think this game looked perfect, and like, we didn't need better graphics, and now I can kind of see its flaws. But even with, like, it being dated, like, it does still look very good, I think. Like, certain parts of it look... I don't want to say, like, still modern, but, like... I don't think it would be so bad if games never really looked much better than this. In my opinion, personally, Prime 1 is my favorite, like, by far. I think I would recommend Prime 2 to somebody the most. I think it's the best in terms of, like, if you're playing it the way the developers intended you to. But I can't... To me, I really just cannot separate the quality of this game from, like, the skips. Just being able to, like, being able to skip so many things and to, like, just being able to skip so many different things, play it in basically whatever order you want, just does so much for this game's replayability. Have any of you guys ever played the rando for this game? It's super fun. ghost ball there. I probably play through the randomizer of this game like once a year, just because, like, if you know these kind of tricks, it's so interesting to, like, apply them in different ways. Absolutely, yeah. So one thing that, like, we say on this stream, a lot of, like, the goal was for this to be, like, the initial goal was for this to be, like, a game dev / cozy games, because I think that kind of appeals more to the market that we are aiming for. And we kind of have, like, a catchphrase that's maybe, like, I don't know, coping of, like, why it's okay to play Metroid Prime on the cozy game dev stream. But, we say, if any game is cozy if you're good enough at it. And that's kind of how I feel with this game. Like, it's comfort food, too, you know? Like, oh shit, I didn't mean to. I hit the wrong button there. Guys, we're getting back in the green. I have no doubt. This is the run. As long as we don't do something really stupid. As long as we don't botch this jump like 14 times, like I basically always do. Yep. This is like such an easy jump, but if you don't get it the first time, then you have to do it in the dark, and it gets like, and then if you're under pressure. You don't even have to do that until before you kill this ghost. It's just, I always prefer to. It's faster. Do it while he's spawning in. This one is like a lot less annoying than the ones we had to fight for the Artifact of Wild, though. Because it's a small room, there's only one of them. Die already, man. Jeez. I'm having a wonderful time. Okay, Ryan Sands. We're getting ready to split. I think we should, as long as we don't botch this ghetto jump, we should be just a smidge in the green. Which, again, all good, because as long as we don't botch any of the big tricks we did last time, we're on a great pace. From this point on, there's only like 2 things that I'm really worried about. And one of them is the Omega Pirate. Not dying against him, although I have done that once because I got too careless. Mainly just one-cycling him. Hey, and we are green. Actually, we're gold even. Is that orange? I'm still new enough that I don't quite understand the difference, I guess. Like, what causes it to be orange versus gold versus whatever. Okay, that must be gold then, because that was good. makes sense. I mean, we are on a PB pace right now. We're gonna lose it if I keep messing this jump up, but... Oh, wait, nope. Gotta get out all the way up here. This is the most, this area right here would be so much faster if I could, if I just had the 3 power bombs that you get from Phazon Mines. Because I gotta restock twice. I wish more enemies were like this guy and hard-coded to, give you a power bomb. I am having a great time going fast, my friend. It's so nice to have you here in chat. So far, we are on PB pace. Oh. Although I've messed up a few jumps since then, so we'll see. I've still got a few rookie-ish tendencies of, like, I don't know every last little speed trick, and I gotta, you know, walk back to get on higher ground or whatever, but... Come on, buddy. I really need this power bomb from this guy. Sometimes I hit the L button and it just, like, doesn't register. I don't know if I'm like I hit it too fast or what, but it doesn't feel like it's my fault, but it probably is somehow. I certainly don't want to be the guy who blames the controller, because nobody likes that guy. I think, like I said, I don't want to blame the controller, but it really, like, I hit the button all the way and it doesn't work, so it feels like, it just feels wrong. Because so it's like the way the GameCube triggers work. They're analog. You know, you can press them partially, but unlike every other controller I've seen with analog inputs, there's a click at the end. That registers kind of as like a separate input. So, and I think it's something with that, like, and sometimes I can never remember on a, like, real level, I guess, whether, oh shit. Alright, I'm being a little silly with it right now. I can never remember on, like, a conscious level which one is, like, lock and which one is lock onto enemies. And which one is just lock your movement. I remember it, like, at an intuitive level, like, habit, you know, it's second nature. But I like, if I have to stop and think about it, I'm not going to remember it. I'm not going to lie, I'm actually, like, I'm, like, zoning out just a little bit and, like, forgetting where I am for a little bit. It's, like, it feels weird. I'm just like, wait, where next? Plasma beam, right. You think so, Edson? I don't know how I feel, man. To me, it's like the beginning isn't boring, it's just so, there's just so, like, I've done it so many times. And then the end, I've just never liked, Phazon Mines. Because it feels like, Halo, but worse. I do feel like this section is, like, it's almost set up in a way that, like, the shortcut works as that, like, it's properly shortcutted, but it's just not quite. It's just, like, a little bit... The shortcut is still just a little bit too long. I really didn't need to do that. Just wasting missiles. This route always gets in the way. It's, like, always... This room always takes just a little bit longer to fall down than it should. What is your PB, Edson? It's probably better than mine. This is, like I said, I've been playing this game my whole life. I've been practicing these skips, but this is only, like, my 10th actual speedrun. My time's gone down like an hour since the first one. But it's not gonna go down like... It's not gonna go down nearly as fast these days. Because I've kind of got the low-hanging fruit out of the way. That jump scares me because it's ended my run a couple of times. It's not hard, it's just easy to mess up. 49? Holy crap, dude. You're talking in-game time, I assume. I'm still, I guess, like, I know that it's measured in in-game time. I'm still in the habit of talking about my real time. Even though I know that's... Dude, that's crazy. Do you have suggestions for, like, what... So, I use, I think it's Justin DM's beginner to, like, route is what I am going off of. Do you have any suggestions for, like, what the next step is? Because I've watched some of the any percent runs, and I am definitely not ready to just adopt those routes wholesale. But if there's, like, a 1 or 2 skips I can implement into make myself better, I would like to. The one that I'm sort of looking at is the only thing keeping me from skipping Spider Ball is, that the shaft in Phazon Mines with the spinning things, where it's just a straight vert. I can't remember the name of it. You probably know what I'm talking about, though. Like, on your way back up after beating Omega Pirate. That's the only thing. And I don't know, it seems like that skip is hard to do, and if you mess it up too many times, then you're really not even saving time anymore. Oh, shit. Whew. This section always scares me. It's not that easy to fall down, but... East. Thank you very much. I will definitely keep that in mind. Yeah, actually, back in the day, my sort of intro to, like, Metroid speedrun type stuff was 23%, which I got into from watching Big Tip on a Bus on YouTube. And the... I'm sorry, I feel like, in my heart, I feel like I'm good at the room names, but then I always, like, I can't remember it when I need to tell somebody. Okay. The room, like, right after Power Bombs, where, like, you let the Metroids out, that was where I used to get stuck on Spider Skip, but I found a better... thank you for doing that. I'll have to stop the bot. I think I'm doing good on time, so I'm gonna heal just to be extra safe. Metroid Quarantine A, I believe that is the name of the room. I'm sorry. I normally I would play with the bot, if I wasn't, like, you know, on a good pace. Oh shit, I didn't split. Okay. I'll have to go back and change that. Yeah, Metroid Quarantine A. Because I thought you had to, like, get a Metroid all the way to the top of the room, but I found a way to, like, curve a dash off of that missile that is, like, not that hard. But then I tried that, and then it's like, okay, but then I get to the shaft, and I don't know how to do that. If I can do that, I can get my time down some more. Probably like 4 or 5 more minutes, because I wouldn't have to fight Thordis. I really appreciate that help. Okay. Is it this way? Okay, that was a pretty good climb. Man, I've never liked the bosses in this game anyway, to be honest. Like, it feels like all of them take, like, way too long. And I guess, like, the shaft jumps were never something I really thought about, because when I got into this and was doing 23%, you don't have to do that. There are ways to go around it. But, like, they're slower, so... And, like, skipping Thordis certainly saves time, but not so much that you can, like, go way, way, way around and still be saving time. Okay. I saw the message in chat. I can look at it. I'll have to configure my bots. Sorry, but to people new to stream, I apologize for, just, like, my, I guess, bots, my newness, etc. I'm somewhat interested in the, some of the out-of-bounds stuff in the beginning of the game. I like all the stuff that is required so that you can get Ice Beam before Flagra and Ice Beam before Flagra and then go straight to the X-ray visor, but that stuff does seem pretty challenging, so I don't know if it's really let me know if that is way out of my league as a beginner. I know that there are like 3 different skips that I would have to add to my playthrough before I could actually do that route. I'm talking just that, not anything after it. Like, and then kind of reverting back to my current route. But I don't even know what that looks like, man. I don't even know if I watched the entire full game speed run. I think I just kind of skimmed through it. Like, oh wow, this is crazy, man. We're doing all right today. You guys, start spamming me if I don't do a split after Thordis. Okay, that's fair. Because man, the only place I know offhand how to get out of bounds is the entrance to Phendrana, and I like could not make any use of that. I played around with it a bit, and I was immediately like, I just fell down a hole, and I couldn't really figure out how to scale it. I've watched like 1 or 2 videos, so I sort of understand like the idea of like being on the edge of the room and stuff. Like standing on the edge and going in and out of the room to gain height. But, you know, understanding the base idea and actually being able to do it are 2 different things, of course. did not mean to do that. Oh, okay, whew. Fell down the hole. I probably shouldn't have done that, because I really like to keep those guys unscanned. Because I need them. I don't need them for, phase-on mines, but there's a skip that's, I find, just a little bit quicker and a little bit easier with him. Being able to not scan them. Okay, the question is, do I go the risky route in this room and risk falling all the way down? This is one of the rooms where I lost so much time last time. I probably won't, honestly, because it only takes like an extra. Okay, I didn't fall in the water. That's not so big of a deal. Yeah, falling down in the water without gravity suit is terrible. But, like, I'm not getting gravity suit, man. I'm not even doing the sunken ship. To be honest, the sunken ship has always been, like... I love the music in this ship. Unfortunately, my people in my chat who have not played this game themselves will never know the music of the sunken ship, because I'm never going there. Why would I, baby? Alright, yeah. I tried to do the ghetto jump last time, and it's really easy to tell if you missed it, like, before you commit too hard, but if you... Oh my god, I fell down the room anyway. And honestly, man, I don't know if it's, worth going... There's probably a way to go through this way, and it not be so... Dude, oh my god, I hate these guys. Alright. I'm always going to lose time in this room. I've got to just get good. I really should practice Phendrana Canyon more. It is one of the rooms I practice more often than not, but it's just... It's so easy to fall down. Just trying to save, like, 2 seconds. I should have just unmorphed early. Actually jumped instead of falling. Oh, hell yeah. Got the instant unmorph. Not very good at those yet. Well, I'm really glad to have some experts in the area here, because I'm not very... Like I said, I know a lot about this game for like a normal person, but by speedrunner standards, I'm very green. These guys make me nervous. I can fall down this room very easily, but I avoided the worst part. Oh my god, I hate these guys! No, no, no! Okay. Okay. We're on a great pace, everybody. The artist is always... This guy always makes me mad. Because he gets in this role... And I fought him in so many randos, and if you have the power bombs, you can just mess him up with those. You can just interrupt it immediately. But if you don't have power bombs, you gotta aim properly. Oh, got him. Sniped him. Hell yeah. We're on a good Thardus fight. Oh, I've got to pee. But I've still got, like, at least 45 minutes left of this run. Also, he's just inside a wall, I'm not point out. Sort of. Oh, wait, I didn't even... Alright, we're doing pretty good on our snipes, at least on the big rocks. Oh. Mods! Torsion that man's testicles. I get one of these like every stream. I wonder if every streamer, I wonder if big streamers get them more. Hey! -3 minutes. We are on a run. A good run. I just have to be cool, bro. Now I just have to reorient myself in this room. No, it's the other way. Oh, it's okay. Come on, come on. Someday, I will not have to do this fight at all. And that would be glorious. I don't even have to heal, actually, now that I see how much health I gain back. Thanks, Fairy. One thing I will say, about, like, the outlook, is that, the Ridley fight in the last run was actually insane. Like, Ridley is, oh god. Oh, no, 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 I could lose the run right here. Okay. That shit always scares me, because I did lose, I basically, effectively lost a run once, because I didn't have a power bomb here, and that's why I have to go. That's why I go out of my way to get that power bomb expansion, because I had to go all the way to the ship. I was, like, shooting enemies along the whole way there, like, to get a power bomb. Lost, like, 7 or 8 minutes. It was like my second run, so, like, I had so much to improve on that I still was, I think PB'd in that run. But, like, 7 or 8 minutes slower than it should have been because of that. I mean, my first run, I think, was like 3:15 or something. It wasn't even, like, leaderboard worthy at all. Oh my god. Oh, no, 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 no. I almost fell down the room. One thing that I do find kind of annoying about this game is that there are some occasions where you just, like, an enemy will absolutely fucking yeet you, and it's like, that that enemy should not have yeeted me that far. Like, I got shot by a turret, and I'm, like, all the way across the room now. We're gonna try not to trigger the pirate. Okay. Succeeded in not triggering the pirate. Failed at the jump, though. Failing at the jump is not nearly as big of a deal if you have not triggered the pirate. You. Wait, gel zaps can kill you? I mainly see them. My fear with gel zaps is that they like pull you in and like they just slow you down. I don't think I've ever like thought of them as being like dangerous. Oh, I shouldn't be doing this. Okay, I'm gonna have to heal at this fucking save station. Oh, Jesus Christ. Trying to conserve my missiles because I'm always struggling with them. I'm always really short on missiles for the Omega Pirate. You really want as many as you can get. One day I will, man. I did fall today. Fortunately, I did not lose the run or anything. Yo, at the level you guys play at, do you, how many energy tanks do you get, Vincent? Do you skip, like, I would imagine that, like, at a high level, you probably skip a couple of the ones that I get here, because, ooh, that was a really, really good maze. Like, really, really good maze. Like, you know, the one in, right near the entrance to Phendrana and with the double bomb jump. And, or, like, Chozo Plaza. Do you get those? Okay, we're on a really good run, and we have a lot of extra time, so I am taking a safety save. Not a save, but, you know, just a heal. There's something over here. Ooh, hold on. Power bombs? Yes, please. Oh, no, no, no. That makes sense. Because I think 4 is what I get as well. It kind of depends on how I'm feeling. If I feel like getting that one in the, there's that one in the pirate lab. I don't even remember if I got it this time or not. How do the high level speedrunners feel about Metroids? Because I despise them. They're so annoying. But I could see like a high level person being like, eh, they're fine, I guess. It's whatever. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, I am on track to finish the 5. Okay. Never mind. Maybe I just misremember. I kind of stopped paying attention to my health by that point because it's never really a problem after Omega Pirate. The ones in these rooms, something A and B, like Phazon processing. No, not Phazon processing. Like Phazon mining tunnel A and B or whatever. The ones in this next room, the Hunter Metroids. I'm still working on, like, the quick kill strats for these guys. This one's not bad. This one's usually not too bad. Okay. If you can believe it, this is honestly, like, the best I've had to cooperate for quite a while. If I can get through that room without falling, I consider it a victory. I've got 4 power bombs, so, like, I'm in a good spot. I don't think it was a run, I think it was just practice the other day. I ran out of power bombs after the Omega Pirate, and that was rough. Alright, I did the last room great, and the cost will be that I'm going to fail this room. Oh, come on, I was so close. Okay, we're cooking. Can I get this for, like, the first time in a run? Because this room is, like, I get it first try every time in practice, and I've never gotten in a run. Right, just land here. Land here. Land on the spider ball track. Okay, that was the first time I've ever done that in a run. Taking another safety heal, because I got that. I just want to kill one of these guys before I heal, so that I don't instantly lose, like, a quarter of my... I appreciate you knowing the rooms. Like, I used to have most of these rooms very well memorized, but I don't really, like... you don't really have time to, like, check the room names in a run. Normally, I like to just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. How many missiles do we have? Do we have enough? Alright. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. Ooh. Heart rate gets up. This fight always does something for me in terms of, like, heart rate, because there's just so many things you can mess up. I think we should still be on good pace even if we don't one-cycle one, but I think we can one-cycle one, as long as we can take these guys out quick. Which we're kind of not doing. Okay, just in time. Okay, we got this. I'm still not that good at this one cycle, but I've been doing it fairly consistently. Ah, fuck! I don't know what I did wrong. Okay, now on this is actually kind of dangerous. This little beam attack is actually like one of my least favorite things in the whole game. Because it like doesn't even work. Also, how come these guys normally die from those? Please give me easy troopers. Okay, thank God. Okay. Okay. We lost a decent amount of time by not getting the one cycle, but we're still ahead. PB, I think so. Let's not speak too soon, but... Okay, guys, don't let me forget. I gotta go back. For Artifact of World or Newborn or whatever it's called, do not let me go too far. I did that one time. Edson, one time, I got all the way to, I got all the way to, like, to Fungal Hall A, and then went, wait, no, I was not supposed to go this far. And then, I passed it again, got all the way to the Omega Pirates room, and said, wait, I'm not supposed to go that far! Oh, no, no. God, there's so many things here, man. Should probably be boosting through here, but... I'm on enough of a PB pace that I'm kind of just trying to be safe, more than anything else. Dude, let me go! Did you see that? I was trying to... It's interesting, like, it does make me feel like part of the community when I'm, like, slowly discovering new ways to lose a run. I'm glad to have you here, Ferry. I'm sorry if I haven't been as responsive in chat, because I'm really locked in, you know? I've got a good run going. I'm hoping that this is very entertaining to watch. Look, the cha-cha! Alright, I don't need to deal with all these guys. Oh, dude, that would have been so sick. I do this all the time. You get stuck under that thing. You have to morph to get out. I do not think I can do this without... Oh, nope, I can't. This room is not, like, that slow to do the intended way, but, it's definitely, one that you would prefer to do the fast way if you can. Sometimes I feel like, I will say, to Edson in particular, that it's... I feel like I know this game too well to, like, not know... to struggle this much with, like, remembering room names and stuff. Because, like I said, I used to have, like... I used to be able to be like, oh, yes, phase-on processing. I think I know where that one is, actually. That's, like, where we're headed, I want to say. But, like, oh, yes, Fungal Hall A, or, Sun Tower. I mean, I know... I'm listing off ones that I can place. Now, but... There's some pretty notable ones that are pretty, hard to forget, right? Where's the turret? Get this guy out. Ooh, power bomb. Always need those. Now, can we skip the elite pirate? Is the question. That skip's not that hard, but you only get one shot at it. Hello? Okay. And they don't even take that long to kill if you can just, like, keep... So the way that those guys work is they will turn to look at you until they see you. Until they get, like, a good front-facing look at you. So if you can just keep to their left or their right, I think their right in particular, then they'll just keep turning and turning and turning. Otherwise, they'll sit there, ooh, you can't hit me, and it'll take like forever to kill them. I feel like so much of this game, this is the room. This is the one room that is keeping me from doing Spider-Less. I feel like so much of this game is just finding the way to, like, minimize the amount of your time the enemies and the bosses waste. I guess this room, too. But I think I did this one. I think I can do this one without Spider. I can do one of them. I'm pretty sure this is the one. Okay. Might need your help if I get stuck here, because I never can remember the alignment here. Ooh. Oh, shit. I always have to, like, fight my way through this room. Just because there's too much pressure on you. These guys can just absolutely demolish your health bar. This is one of those rooms where if you just let the enemies hit you, you can lose like 3 E-tanks in like fucking no time at all. I don't remember if that's the one I want to get rid of. Dude, oh, for fuck's sake, man. I keep, like, holding the stick just angled just a bit. And so it doesn't actually, it doesn't do the quick fire because it's, like, halfway between power beam and missile, or wave beam. Every time I try to do that strafing trick so this guy can't see me, I always hit something, like, immediately. That's not so bad. No, not that one. Okay, there's a scan dash I can do to skip part of this room, but I can't remember exactly how to do it. I'm gonna try it anyway, though. I think either turret's fine. What? Bro. Don't make me. Come on. They really don't stay frozen long enough. I feel like I watched a tutorial that said they stay frozen forever, but they don't even stay frozen for like 5 seconds. Alright, this guy's gotta go. Fuck it, dude. I'm just going the intended way. I always lose so much time in this room. I would say this room and the next room that we're about to have to climb up are like the two, like, the last milestones, basically. The last parts that are hard. Ridley and Metroid Prime are just annoying. More than hard. But I've been practicing this room. The only part I really find that hard in this room is the last jump. Where you got? I know you see me. Maybe not, actually. I just hate that you have to climb all the way up this one. Where are you at, buddy? Oh! Oh! First try! That's huge. That's huge. I don't worry about... I take my time in that room, because as long as I can get it the first couple of tries, that's still a huge time save compared to what I've done before. So yeah, I think most of my runs, I get stuck in that room for upwards of 5 minutes. So now we just have to get one more artifact, I think. Yeah, one more artifact on our way. And then the artifact that's... Jeez. So bad at mid-air stand-up dashing. Oh, dude, I want to know about the encounters. We're about to show some Metroid streamers our cozy game after this. I hope you guys are here for it. That's... If I haven't mentioned in a while... Yes, thank you for doing it. I almost forgot that we added the demo button. No, man, shameless... This is our Twitch chat, man. And Fairy is my partner in the development process. So yeah, for those of you who had not been made aware, we are developing a cozy game called The Magic Bookstore about a witch who inherits her grandmother's bookstore. I'll be honest, right now, I will be showing it off. Right now, it is at a buggier than usual state because we've added a lot of features and we're still working out the kinks on. So just know that we do keep... It's not like a buggy mess most of the time. It's usually actually quite tight. Okay, you went back to the bookstore. Was he chilling there? Was he like... Dude, NPCs are insane. It actually blows my... Now that we're like we're working on programming them ourselves. Oh, hell yeah. Was it Vlad? Or was it Sar? Okay, almost forgot to get my artifact here. Oop, no. Alpha male. Ooh, dude, that's amazing. I love it. I love the tea. Dale loves his drama. He needs, like, he's into some weird shit. He's into some Omegaverse, or I don't know, like... He's like... Yeah, Dale is like the most closeted gay man alive. It's funny, our friends tell us, like, you should implement these bugs as features into the game. And, like, having to explain to them, like, I don't think you realize how much harder it is to, like, add this as a feature compared to just, like, it randomly happening in a weird way we can't control. It really does, man. Okay, come on. This is how it had happened last time, by the way. Nailing, like, some really hard tricks, and then absolutely throwing the run on, like, the easiest stuff you've ever seen. Okay, I'm just gonna go through here. Can we beat Ridley in, like, 6 minutes? Surely we can. He was so nice to me last run. That it's gonna be hard to beat that, but... We're gonna find out. All I need... Look, I don't need to beat a lot. I just want that sub 2, baby. That sweet, sweet sub 2. Shit. Okay. come on. I didn't even get the instant unlock. That one's supposed to be free. I'm just moving. I'm not trying to get some action here. Already healed up. Come on, guys. Give me a break here. Impact crater. Okay. All we have to do is have a mildly cooperative Meta Ridley and not fully throw the last stretch of the run. I'm almost half tempted to just climb the room normally and not even worry about, like, doing a trick just because it was so... Okay. I've got 3 power bombs. That gives me probably 1. That gives me room to use 1 of them, I think. For safety. Edson, do you have any idea why, the game, or at least in Dolphin, and I feel like on the original hardware too, likes to, like, fuck up the aspect ratio here? This has never really made sense to me, to be honest. And it probably looks horrible in stream. Go, buddy. Oh, they're still here. Okay. Come on. Okay, okay. That was really good there. Okay, we just need him to do it one more time, and I think we're good. Come on. Come on. One more, vulnerable one more time, buddy. Hey, we did it. 4 minutes ahead. Dude, he was so cooperative. It's something about... It seems like if you can hit him, if you can get him vulnerable quick... So I'm going off of, like, a speedrun strat. I'm, like, trying to be formulaic and intentional about it, rather than just shooting him. And they have you use the missiles instead of the plasma beam. And I thought that was just purely for DPS, but it also seems like when you do it that way, he cooperates and he makes himself vulnerable more. I probably should have saved 1 or 2 missiles, to be honest. It might have been worth doing. Alright. Last trick. Well, other than boss manipulation. Fuck, man. Right, I can do 2 of these guys. I still have enough power bombs left to fight Metroid Prime. Alright. Just don't fuck up basic platforming. This is, like, literally what happened last time. I got that first try, and then I fell, like, here. And then I climbed the room, and then I fell down. Oh, I appreciate it very much, man. Yeah, my very first submitted run, I had a, like, the pirate didn't break the glass, and I had to reset, and it didn't qualify. But now I know that if that happens, that I need to just quit right then and there. I appreciate it very much. I really appreciate having you here. It's really nice to have, like, a pro. Really makes me feel like part of the community. I'll admit, this boss will probably take me a while. I will there's a decent chance I'll lose some time compared to my last run of this boss, but... Is that his name? I love that he has a name. I don't know enough about, like, some of the community nicknames and stuff. I love that, though. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I'm supposed to be manipulating him into doing that, like, a lot. I think he's gonna always, yeah. Wave Beam is my favorite, because he actually, like, it locks on into him. Well, honestly, man, if I don't botch too bad, then yeah, I might end up having to look at that tutorial you showed me. Because, basically, I kind of swore last time, like, yes, I am on Dolphin. I kind of swore last time, like, if I can do a run like this, but if I can do a run on the pace I'm at now, that's basically, like, all I can really do, without learning new tricks. Obviously, like, it wasn't perfect. But, like, it's never going to be perfect. And I don't know how much I want to commit to speedrunning, just 'cause it's a lot. I'm having a great time, though. This has been hype as can be. I hate when he's in ice cream. I've only had Edward not break the glass one time. A lot of it's going to come down to how well I can manipulate the distance. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. I think I could get to, like, I could get to a really high level if I really wanted to, because, like, it really is what you want into it, or what you put into it. Yeah, like, the movement, the thing I love about this game is movement is just so fun. Like, you move at a normal speed, but there's, like, there's L jumping, there's, you know, scan dashing. Like, you can scan dash in pretty much every room. There's always some technique you can use to speed up. And that's half of it, right? Like, if I just walked around, did this exact route, but I walked around in all the rooms instead of scan dashing, it'd probably be like 15, 20 minutes slower. What's the Prime 2 scene like? Because I've tried playing... I don't know, like, any tricks in that game. The only one I know is how to skip, the, like, underwater section... part of the underwater section in Torvus Bog. And, every time I've tried it, I end up getting stuck in the Dark World. Because I, like, forget to open the portal or whatever. They really fixed the engine for that game in a way that I'm not as fond of. I I like Prime 2, I think, is the better game for, like, an individual playthrough, but doing shit like this is what makes this game so special to me. That makes sense. I believe that. Because, yeah, like, it seems like I've tried to do, like, the... What do you call it? Like, the upgrade loss skip at the beginning. I spent, like, an hour on it, and I just could not get that clip. And, I mean, like, it's a long game, so if you don't know the skips, it's like you'd have to know a lot of skips just to get that run under, like, 4 hours. A lot more than I know, certainly. Okay, next time he does those, I can miss him. Dude, that is actually insane. I mean, that kind of tells the whole story, though, right? That the inbounds only is like twice as long. Okay, I got it. Okay, okay. Should have morphed into that. Blood pumping. Pipe. I think the only thing I think we're PB unless I just like really botch and like die. But I want it to be as good. I want it to be as good as I can, you know? I don't want just a plain ass PB. I want the music isn't playing. Have you guys ever seen that? Don't disqualify my run. It's not my fault. Probably didn't manipulate him out there. Come on. Do not get close to the freaking corpse. Oh, exactly what I was afraid he was going to do. It wastes so much time. And I don't really know if there's anything you can do about it. Dude, this is so weird. I've never seen this before. He's actually, like, trying to sabotage me. I'm really pissed that he did that stupid, like, don't generate the... Yo, Fairy, you really should give this game a try if you haven't played it already. I would probably recommend playing, the remaster, or just getting it on Dolphin. If you're not going to do skips, which, I mean, like, you probably aren't. I do really hate that Retro is so, like, anti-skips. I just want, like, a 157. Is there any way to stop that? Like, to stop them from getting too close. Because, like, I'm aware of what causes it. I just kind of don't know how to make them not do it. Sometimes they just like to get really close to the exoskeleton. Okay, you can do your thing now. I was gonna say you can do your thing, no one's gonna hurt you. I'm definitely going to hurt you as soon as you do the thing. Sure, yeah. I understand. I know I'm asking you a lot here. I really appreciate all your help here. And I should be time? Hey! PB! 7.5 minutes. Dude, yeah. Okay. 155. Dude, that's crazy. That's huge. But I think really the only big areas for improvement, in my opinion, are Phendrana's Edge, where I fell into the water. I didn't lose that much time, but I did lose like 30, 40 seconds. The room with the Phazon Elite Pirate, because I pretty much traversed that room almost normally. And the Metroid Prime fight, both phases. I've got some work to do there. But I mean, like, I've at least got the basic tech down. Dude, that's crazy. 150, that's a 7-minute time save. Well, I'm not saying by any stretch this will be the last run, but I don't know if I'm going to run this game much more without some new tech. Because like I said, there's a lot that went right there. Oh, and the Omega Pirate single phase skip. The one cycle. I got that in my last run. I'm really surprised that not getting it didn't lose me more time. Let's see what we got. We under 130? That'd be so cool, man. That'd be so hot. I'd be so happy. Yeah, I do think I want to learn some more tech. It's really more of just like a... I don't know, man. It's a time commitment, you know? 130! Let's go! We hit a time... We hit an amazing... Oh, dude, that's such a good... That's so good. I love that. And we have verification right here. This is gonna take a while to upload because it's big, you know, it's a 2-hour video. But I will upload this, and we'll get that shit I'll submit the run. We'll get that shit verified. 155, 130 in-game time. That's amazing, man. I put my mark on this game. I might not be done. I might still keep going. But like I said, the main thing that's been keeping me going is knowing I could do a lot better. And right now, I need to learn some more tech before I feel comfortable. Like, you know, hopping back in, trying to get a PB. That's so cool, man. Love that. All right. Yeah, my name on here is Dream Distillery. I will be submitting it under Demiva because, like I said, this is more of a game dev stream. But I'm gonna stop recording.